gleam, where the street lamps are broken, leaving 14-year-old first-time hookers unable to see what they're getting into, then shine. For the 14-year-old last-time hookers and everything they went through, shine in the dark places, where shadows cast shadows against the backdrops of husbands who cannot stop hitting their wives, where the children of brutalized mothers grow up blowing out birthday candles wishing their fathers would die. Spark. In the wombs where unborn babies are getting high because their mothers won't even try to stay clean, gleam. For the unseen victims of bullies who live like magic lamps within a demons like genies waiting to grant wishes of violence when they are rubbed the wrong way, shine in the dark places and shine like the day. Because love never had a childhood, because hate grew up too soon. So shine where the silver spoon tarnishes itself against charity, where teeth sharpen themselves against frailty, where every family tree falls in a forest with no one around to hear, and Dear John letters are composed by those who never learned to read or write. And the only reason our hindsight is 20/20 is because we've had too much practice looking over our shoulders, as if we could expect to find behind us anything other than the mistakes we made. This is where debts paid for servitude are being taxed, where the fates of other countries are being faxed through phone lines tapped by governments who send soldiers instead of relief, where every belief you believe in is questioned by those who can believe what you believe if your credit card clears. This is where a bus driver steers past the bus stop on the wrong side of town because he's worried about his children and how tomorrow's headlines might read. This is where need underweighs want, where the ghosts of hip-hop haunt street corners rattling gold chains that shine in the dark places, where a rookie hand traces chalk around the fallen body of an 8-year-old boy, where leaders meet to deploy more soldiers on soil that is not their own, where children's hospitals are blown up or apart and the heart of the matter is breaking like the levees of a city forgotten by its own government. This is where letter bombs are sent COD to those already DOA, and this is just FYI. This is where the reasons why mean about as much as a platinum-plated crutch to someone who just lost their leg to a landmine after being promised there will be no more landmines. This is where the lines we drew in the sand were crossed. The public swimming pools where 4-year-olds who cannot swim were lost. This is where Holocaust survivors are now the victims of Alzheimer's, leaving them trapped in the nightmare past where the last thing they can remember is the first thing they wish they could forget. And they see their sons and daughters as nothing more than strangers they've never met. These are the dark places where we, against all likelihood, must shine just to make sure we're doing everything we can. That we're voting for every candidate who ran on a platform of maybe we're more than we've been told. Maybe 100 years is not too old to start thinking about what it is you want to do with your life. So flash like the blade of the knife we hold to the throats of those who would have us believe love isn't for everyone. Then shine so you know you've always been someone, that the sun that shines for them shines just as bright for all, that those we call friends lend strength to our backbone when traveling alone is something they can never let us do. Because they pack their bags ready to travel with us past everything we go through, preparing to shine in the dark places, tie together the shoelaces of boogeymen, then shine under the beds and in the closets of the damaged deposits are depleted. By the time those monsters move out, we owe them nothing. Because bedtime stories have never been about tragedy. They've been about leaving breadcrumb trails so we can find our way back from catastrophe. Because we were never meant to live like millionaires going broke, having spent worthless fortunes on living on uncertainty. So we must shine for every time others will not, like fireflies caught playing against the backdrop of midnight. Because despite what you've been told, you can be bold beyond what others believe you to be. So see in yourself what you wish others to see. Be bold in a way others may never know. Live like the undertow that catches and keeps stars spread across the night. Shine in the dark places and lend the world your light.